from the audacity of hope to just like, if you deal with like politics, I'm just kind of disappointed with the world of politics right now.
I pay no attention to it.
But that's separate from my life. So, you know what I mean?
The thing about it is that it bleeds over into your life. Even if me trying to ignore it, you know, the decisions they make in courts or whatever, it's going to affect me. That DEI is a disgrace.
It is, yeah.
That's a disgrace.
It's like, I'm happy that where we're at, they're pushing it, you know. We still have this.
But like to get rid of colleges.
Yeah.
That's just insane.
Yeah, they're trying to protest and stuff at U of L about it. And like, yeah, it was like such a backlash since Obama was president. I'm not saying that's the only factor, but
well, no, since 2020 when everything was like, oh man.
But I mean, but like even like after him being president, where it's like, oh, we got to reverse everything that he did, kind of thing. Yeah, and then 2020. Like,
but I mean, I tell everybody, this is exactly what America is. It's not meant to progress. It's not meant to do that. It's meant to give you the illusion of progression.
Yeah.
But there's no way you can be the slaves of a country and actually ever get any equity. That's just impossible. Impossible.
It was interesting how.
So we can try to play the game of, oh man, well, it'll be that one day. No, let's just study. Black people don't have parity to white people. It's 118 years.
Or financial,
every single mess you can think of. Financial, health-wise, to 118 years. America won't be here today. It will not be here. I'm just thinking about it. I'm cautiously concerned. But I think you should be. You should always, as a black person in America, you should always be concerned about your surroundings. This shit can turn on that. You can be here eating this shit. Next thing you know, some stop will come through and talking about, hey, get down, nigga. You just never know. So, I'm ready to roll with the punches.
But until then, we still gonna plan trips and figure out what zoo we can go to in the summer. And, you know, we only get so many summers with Beckett as far as like, you know, he might live with us, but he ain't gonna be, you know, with us. You know, even if he goes to a college here, he's still not gonna be around a lot, you know. It's like all of these things are existing at the same time.
Yeah, they are.
It's like I'm so uncomfortable. I don't know what to do about like the Israel thing. You know, it's like I think I'm gonna call Miss McConnell. It's like, hey, hope you're feeling okay. You need to. It's not till he's only resigning from his title. His not committee, but his title. He's minority leader or majority leader. I'm sorry. He's resigning from that not till November.
Oh.
I thought he was doing it immediately. It's not till November.
Yeah.
I'm just like.
It's not going to cost me.
I'm like, yeah, that's.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
because I'm keep it out 100.
Yeah, because I'm like, that's terrible.
If it hadn't been for that, I might go ahead and vote for him. I ain't voting for him. Period. He's a warmonger. So I'm not doing that. A lot of people think just like me. Not doing it.
In Michigan, they decided not to vote for him.
Protest vote. And he still won't call for no fucking.
But you're okay with.
It's out of my hands. America itself is out of my hands.
Because I guess.
Because I'm not.
That's where I'm like, I don't know what to do. If we could make him stop this, I would feel better.
You can't.
Yeah.
In your heart, you know he should. He knows he should.
Yeah.
But he's dead in the water. It's over for him.
Yeah, they're wilding.
It's over for him, and I don't even. Whatever. You know, I can't do that.
I think that's where I'm like,
You do what's right for you, though. It's Easter. When it was a pandemic, we had Easter out here. You had the Easter egg hunt?
Yeah, we did do Easter egg hunt. Yeah, so we got that.
Let's go ahead, you ready? Got Takis.
Hot Cheetos.
Hot Cheetos.
Cheetos. Don't eat them all in one city. M&M's. Some of that we picked out. Oh, yeah. Silver flake cup.
Great. How's that shit?
Sour Patch Kids. They shake like buddies. I didn't realize you were off coke though. So I say enjoy it, and then we won't buy any more coke. Napkin. You need a napkin to wipe your face. Yeah, you get that. Cookie degree. He's playing along with it. Oh, okay. You can see the height difference and everything.
Today is a special day, not just any day. Today is a day Jesus rose from his grave.
Hey, you did that.
Tell the other disciples he's leaving early today. But tell Judas's ass he needs to run on away.
Are you recording yourself? Are you recording
Of
yourself?
course I am. It's the Nelly-On-The-Run Funny Hour.
We sold out Jesus for a few pieces of silver. Ain't that right, Becky?
Few pieces of silver. We sold your homie out.
Yeah, man.
So I guess after he spent the silver, he was like, damn, I still sold my nigga. I only bought a... What could you buy back then?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, they can't see this big up here.
Thanks.
Okay, yeah.
I think I bought
Big as heck.
a Arizona tea. It was like, fuck. That's all I got,
He
nigga.
sold them
I
out.
sold Jesus out for Arizona tea.
That
God
Christian Ethics journal is really good because I was reading an article about where Jesus says he'll have the poor always, but he wasn't making a statement on like, well, we're just gonna have poor people, so just don't help them. It was the woman had poured this expensive nard oil on Jesus's feet. And Judas and other people were criticizing her like, well, oh, she could have spent that money on the poor. But really, he didn't really care about the poor. He was just being greedy. But the article was talking about, like, the guy that wrote it, he said he does a lot of help with rural communities that are in poverty. And somebody was like, well, you're never gonna help. You know, what you're doing is impossible. So it's like, people kind of using that verse as a lazy way to look at the poor. It's like, okay, we're gonna help the poor, we're gonna not help them, but don't use that verse when Jesus says, you know, the poor you'll have with you always, but you're not always gonna have me. It's good to see people out walking. It's good to see that big kids out walking. But I think if we didn't have so much greed and those who were rich just paid like a portion. Nobody, I'm not trying to take all of anybody's riches, but it's just like
you can't spend all that shit no way.
Yeah, and somebody told me that somebody asked, or it might have been Elon Musk asked, how much would it cost to end poverty or something, and it sounded like he has enough money to where he could end poverty right now, but it's just like he won't do it for whatever reason, and it's like, you know.
Well, if he ends poverty, he won't be rich. You live off. Rich folks live off the poor.
But if
That's
we
the main
have
thing.
more money, we'll spend more money though.
Yeah, you'll be able to make better decisions. Well, that's what I'm saying. You'll be able to. That's, I guess, the ideal. You'll be able to educate yourself more to see through all the deceptive bullshit of all the shit you're buying. If you, I'm not saying it's not. It's just my own personal opinion. You'll be able to educate yourself more and put yourself in better situations where you want to rely so much on doom scrolling and blah blah blah, all type of shit. To me, I don't know if that's.
You think that they might be thinking that way is why they don't want to help?
Yeah, if you motherfucker poor, they when you're rich, you have better resources, better. A lot of rich people don't even ball out like that. And I really, what I'm saying, you never know if somebody's rich or not really. They just mind their business. They don't. But poor people like us, something
Which
you want to be extravagant. You want to be. I don't see nobody, no rich person buying no fucking. What's that truck? A cyber truck? That's a bunch of motherfuckers can't afford it.
Well, and I guess for me, like when we get, when George Bush was in office, we got the stimulus checks. There might have been a few people that saved money, and I might have saved a little bit of it. But we use that to
studies.
Most people use that to buy things.
Yeah.
And hey, we need a new bed set, or hey, I need a new washer and dryer, or whatever. So it's like just because somebody's not in poverty doesn't make them rich. It's like if people, the one candidate for president last time, can't think of his name, was talking about like the $1,000 a month thing. Like that's gonna, if you're making
universal income.
Yeah, if you're making $10,000 a year, that's not gonna make you rich, but you could pay your rent a little easier. And,
studies have shown the stimulus checks went to mostly necessities.
Yeah, exactly.
They didn't go to extravagant shit. They went to like bills and. So so don't.
So I mean, so if you're going to Kroger and spending money, or you're going to Red Lobster or whatever, that helps businesses as well. And I'm sure I mean, like I've been seeing, to me, a lot more Teslas than I thought I would see in this city. I'll say
they've become affordable.
I'll see one or two. I'll say that I see one or two a day.
Yeah, I see a lot of them now.
But I feel like people would buy more Teslas and stuff if we get, a universal income, or if wages went up and stuff. It's not
about the money. It's about you can educate yourself better, so you don't fall to when Elon Musk bought Twitter and made it X. You won't fall for the propaganda that came along with that shit. You can be able to see through what he's saying. He bought it because he's a little prick, and people kept following him. So some guy was following him on Twitter and tracked his airplane. So he got mad at that, so he said, fuck it, I'll buy it. You'll be able to understand and educate yourself better. That's all it is.
You're saying that people wouldn't fall
and make
for
better
the
decisions.
Fall for the tricks, and they don't want people to educate.
No, you don't want to.
themselves.
They want to stay struggling. Because if somebody's struggling, there's always going to be a need for some type of information. Information 9 times out of 10 is going to be deceptive.
And the entertainment.
Yeah, that's it.
You're going to be more dependent on entertainment and stuff. Like,
you'd be more worried about if Elon Musk is making flamethrowers or some stupid shit like that. It's dumb shit, man.
Yeah, it's like, and I want to watch that documentary you saw that's about charities and how, basically we wouldn't need philanthropy if our nation's just. It's like,
that's true.
We wouldn't need Goodwill, for example.
It was a scam. I didn't realize that.
If people can afford, but I do like their GED program though. I'm working with somebody that's going through their GED program, and they're getting not only are they getting a high school diploma, they have certification in food service and something else. They have a lot of certifications. But yeah, it's like we wouldn't need Metro United Way if people could afford it. Now maybe with disasters happening or something like that. But then you have the military. But you wouldn't have to have all these organizations if things were just. And I'm like, I mean, that makes sense. Like, we can give to charity, but then how can you make it to where, housing's affordable. And once again, I still feel like we would spend money in the economy if rent is more affordable. You're gonna upgrade your car a little quicker.
That makes sense.
You know, you're gonna buy
You make
furniture
sense.
more often. You know, because people are keeping their cars longer. You know, their used cars longer. You know, they're begging people to give their used cars up and stuff. It's like,
Makes sense to me.
it's like the rich people who are, you know, business owners, they're shooting themselves in the foot by just saying, oh, just let them starve, let them eat cake or whatever. And it's like, dang, it would benefit you if I got a few more dollars.
It's not, but see, it's not about the money. It's about they want to feel higher. If you're making the same amount of money, if they think you're making the same amount of money as them, like fuck you.
But you're not. If somebody works,
it's the illusion of you doing good for yourself.
but it's like if somebody works at Taco Bell and you give them the $1,000 a month, they're not gonna be a baller, but they're gonna feel a little less stress each
They're
month.
not.
But they're not gonna be rich.
It's not about them being rich. It's about being able to feel comfortable. If somebody feels comfortable, the people above them are uncomfortable, right? Because they don't have anybody to look down on.
But
That's the
even
thing.
if they're only making like, well, I'm not making $10,000 a year, now I'm making 19. It's like,
Doesn't matter.
You're still poor though, but you got a little
Turning
room.
on TV and seeing people in suit lines,
Yeah.
that makes rich motherfuckers feel good.
Oh man.
Yeah, it makes
Yes.
well shit. Look, I that motherfucker. Fuck him.
Man, because I remember
That sounds like it.
I hear what you're saying, and maybe that's how they think. Because I'm like, I've made
Ridiculous, but
I've
that's
made $7,000 in a year, and it's like I could feel, you feel every dollar is allocated towards something,
right.
and it's like for some reason I couldn't get earned income credit for some reason, but it's like even making, 15 or 20 or whatever,
Right.
you like, oh, I can breathe a little bit. But
Right,
I wasn't buying no Mercedes out here,
Right.
It's crazy.
Right
It's
here.
disappointing. Oh yeah, that's a shame. It's a vehicle.
I'm in the bathroom now, getting ready for surgery. I realize this is a nice ass room they got me in. I'm thinking it's gonna be like, I've been seeing too many Grey's Anatomy commercials and shit where they in this big ass operating room. This is like a hotel room they converted with scalpels and shit everywhere. So I ain't nervous as shit. I've never outpatient surgery. I think I had it when I was a kid. I can't remember, but anyway, we'll see how this goes.